Hi, everybody. This is Tina Shala from Tina Shala Counseling Services, and I do a lot of videos where I reflect on family violence and abuse. But today, we are going to be talking about something different, but still connected to the topics that are so dear to my heart. This week, today is the 1st of September, and hello, it's a new month. And not just that it's a new month, it is spring. Oh, hello. Beautiful. I don't know where you are in the part of the world, but here in Perth, in WA, Western Australia, it is so warm. And we've got blue skies. It is just beautiful spring weather. And in Australia, this week, we also celebrate Women's Health Week. And I love the theme for this year, that is Say Yes to You, Woman. Say yes to you. Say yes to your health, to your well-being, to everything that is about you that makes you a healthy person. And how amazing is that? But as we know, us as women, there are so many things that distract us or that allow us not to be able to look after our health properly and our well-being properly. And as women, just by ourselves, we cannot solve this problem of looking after ourselves, because there are so many things that need men in our lives, be it our fathers, be it our spouses, our husbands, our sons, our bosses, men that are part of our lives, to be part of the solution in helping us to be the best version of ourselves. Hence, we are always talking about women's rights. And people, I'm sure they're just like, oh, we are so tired of these women saying women's rights, you know. But for me, the way I look at it is that women's rights are human rights, like a human right to be able to have good health and, well-being. And when I think of this message, this theme, saying yes to you, so many women want to say yes to resting. So many women want to say yes to having a good education. So many women want to say yes to pursuing careers. So many women want to say yes to looking after themselves and feeling the best about themselves, beautifying themselves, doing everything that they can to say yes to that inner being, that person that is, we are all born with an inner being where we just want to be the best version of ourselves before we are best versions of other people. And hence, as we empower ourselves, we also want to be able to get to a place where we can also educate the men in our lives that are part of our lives, be it in our education, in our careers, in our homes, everywhere that we are, that, they need to work on destructing cycles of gender relations that classify us women as second citizens, and that then allows us, or that then makes us not become the best version of ourselves. So we need men to be part of this solution, to encourage, to empower the women in their lives to be able to say yes to themselves. Last week, on Thursday, it was my birthday. I turned 40, and it's a milestone birthday. And my husband gifted me a gift to be able to go and have a massage. I had 90 minutes to myself, not work, not my business, not my son, not my husband, not giving myself to anybody, but just saying yes to myself and just allowing my body to be massaged and to just allow the blood to just flow through my veins and to relax. That is the kind of encouragement we want to be able to have, even from the people that are part of our lives, to be able to say yes to you, babe. Say yes to you, my daughter. Say yes to you, my sister. Say yes to you, auntie, to grandmother. Encourage those people that, whatever society says, but you are also important. You are important in this life, and you can only be, and you can, fulfill your purpose in life if you are the best version of yourself. So, to the women in your lives, if you were to come home early as a man, as a son, as a father, you come home early and you have the capacity and the energy, you're not sick, you have nothing that can stop you from making dinner, that can, there's nothing that can stop you from starting to clean up the dishes that are in the sink. Why not do that? So that when those women in your lives come back home from wherever they are coming, they can find just that time and space to just have 15 minutes where they can just catch a breath. Those few minutes just allows them to just say yes to rest. Because as we know, women will go and go and go and go. They will continue doing this and that and this and that and this and that and this and that, and not look after their own well-being. But it is up to us as a society to play our part in helping and encouraging women to say yes to themselves. It is not selfish to look after yourself. I was reflecting today when I was having a shower and just thinking to myself, how many women have died prematurely because of different sicknesses and diseases, because they were just overwhelmed or overburdened by life's burdens and misfortunes, things that could have been avoided. And I want to just leave this short video with just an encouragement of a scripture that I love that says, "Two are better than one because they have good return for their labor. If either of them falls down, one can help the other up. But pity anyone who falls and has no one to help them up. Also, if two lie down together, they will keep warm. But how can one keep warm alone? Though one may be overpowered, two can defend themselves. A cord of 3 strands is not quickly broken." I mean, when you have people supporting you and encouraging you and empowering you as a woman, and you're not just doing everything by yourself, you're not just waking up and looking after everyone in your household, you're not taking care of everyone's issues and everyone's burdens, and then after looking after everyone else, then you then think, oh, I need to look after myself. And most of the times when you then want to start looking after yourself, you're maybe tired already, or you are sick, or you are fatigued and you can't look after yourself. But two are better than one. If you have people helping you, it makes life so much easy. So we want to encourage women in our lives this week. Every part of, every day of the year, it needs to be Women's Health Week. But we want to encourage for this specific time that we select, that let's just remind ourselves, let's just encourage ourselves as women to look after our health, to look after our well-being, and as the theme says, say yes to you. As a woman, say yes to you. Until next time, this is Tinashe.